Welcome to the Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty Masterclass. If you're starting a dynasty with the Georgia Bulldogs in EA Sports College Football 27, this masterclass is designed to help you build more than just a winning football team. The goal is to build a football program that competes for SEC championships and national championships year after year. Unlike most dynasty guides, this isn't based on opinions or generic tips. Every recommendation in this masterclass is built from detailed analysis of Georgia's complete roster, every player's overall rating, every player's NIL expectation, staff return on investment, dynasty point economics, 5-year roster planning, recruiting philosophy, and strategies specifically designed for competitive human versus human online dynasties. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel and be the first to review college football 2027 GM blueprints as new schools are evaluated. Over the past several days, we've built a complete front office model for the Georgia Bulldogs. The biggest mindset shift I want you to make is this: don't think like a head coach. Think like the general manager of Georgia football. Your responsibility isn't simply to win games on Saturday. Your responsibility is making decisions today that keep Georgia competing for championships 5 years from now. Every dynasty point has a job. Every NIL dollar has a purpose. Every recruit has a role. When you begin thinking that way, dynasty mode changes completely. Let's build the blueprint. Program identity. Georgia isn't built around one superstar. Georgia is built around organizational excellence. This roster is one of the deepest in college football 27. There are elite players at nearly every premium position, and just as importantly, there are future starters already waiting behind them. As general manager, your mission isn't rebuilding Georgia. It's sustaining the machine. Championships are already expected. Your responsibility is making sure they never stop. That requires discipline, not excitement. Georgia doesn't rebuild. Georgia reloads. Dynasty point allocation strategy. Let's start with the most valuable resource in dynasty mode: dynasty points. Most players immediately spend dynasty points on recruiting. That's a mistake with Georgia. Georgia already has one of the best rosters in America. Your first priority is protecting it. After analyzing Georgia's budget and testing multiple support staff combinations, here's the strategy I'd recommend. First, invest in the Senior Director of Player Personnel. Reducing both recruit NIL and roster NIL by 30% creates value every single season. Second, invest in the fundraising department. Think of this as increasing your athletic department's annual operating budget. More dynasty points today means more flexibility tomorrow. Third, purchase sports performance. Georgia has one of the youngest elite rosters in the country. Accelerating player development compounds over multiple seasons. Finally, add the acquisition department. The immediate discount on future staff purchases makes every dynasty point stretch further. Once those investments are made, direct the majority of your remaining dynasty points toward roster NIL. Protect your championship core first. Recruiting comes second. Remember, every dynasty point has a job. NIL portfolio strategy. NIL isn't just payroll, it's your investment portfolio. Some players define the future of the program, others can be replaced through recruiting. Your franchise players are untouchable. KJ Bolden, one of the best safeties in college football. Future All-American, future NFL player. Ellis Robinson IV, elite cover corner, the cornerstone of your secondary. Nate Frazier, explosive running back, future offensive centerpiece. Elijah Griffin, a dominant defensive lineman capable of controlling games. Chris Cole, a versatile linebacker with tremendous long-term upside. These players receive NIL first every year. Then come your high-value starters. Veteran offensive linemen, experienced receivers, impact defensive contributors. Retain them when financially responsible. Everything else? Develop or replace through recruiting. One of Georgia's biggest competitive advantages is player development. Don't overpay average players. Trust the pipeline. Roster blueprint. Now let's evaluate the roster like a general manager. Quarterback is stable. You have capable starters and future options already in the program. Recruit one quarterback every recruiting cycle. No panic. Running back is outstanding. Nate Frazier leads one of the deepest backfields in the country. No transfer portal needed. Recruit elite, backs only. Wide receiver has speed, depth, and future starters already developing. Don't waste scholarships chasing another receiver simply because he's a 5-star. The tight end room is solid. Continue developing talent naturally. The offensive line remains one of Georgia's greatest strengths. This is where Georgia separates itself from most programs. Never stop recruiting offensive tackles. Elite offensive lines aren't built overnight. They're built over multiple recruiting classes. Defensively, Georgia is loaded. The defensive line is deep. The linebacker room is athletic. The secondary is elite. K.J. Bolden and Ellis Robinson give you the foundation of a championship defense for years to come. From a roster management perspective, there isn't a position that demands immediate attention. Instead, focus on maintaining depth across premium positions. That's how Georgia stays Georgia. 5-year recruiting blueprint. Here's exactly how I'd recruit over the next 5 seasons. Year 1, cornerback. Defensive line, running back. Year 2, offensive tackle. Linebacker, safety. Year 3. Quarterback succession planning. Reload the defensive secondary. Years 4 and 5, recruit departures, not weaknesses. The best programs replace stars before they leave. Georgia should never enter a season searching for answers. Championship window. Georgia enters Dynasty already inside its championship window. The challenge isn't reaching it. The challenge is extending it with smart Dynasty point management, disciplined NIL spending, and relentless recruiting at premium positions. There is no reason Georgia shouldn't compete for SEC championships and national championships every single season. GM mistake to avoid. The biggest mistake Georgia users make is assuming the program will always recruit itself. Because of that confidence, they overspend Dynasty points early, ignore roster retention, and eventually lose cornerstone players they should have protected. Georgia doesn't lose championships because of recruiting. Georgia loses championships because general managers abandon financial discipline. Protect your roster. The recruiting classes will follow. General manager report card. Program identity, A+. Dynasty point. Flexibility, A+. NIL sustainability, A. Roster. Depth, A+. Recruiting. Outlook, A+. 5-year championship. Outlook, A+. General manager. Difficulty, moderate. Winning games isn't difficult. Sustaining championships is. Closing. As we finish this masterclass, I want to leave you with one final thought. Building a dynasty isn't about making one great decision. It's about making hundreds of good decisions that compound over time. Georgia already has everything required to compete for championships. Your responsibility as general manager is making sure the program never loses its identity. Protect your franchise players. Invest dynasty points where they generate long-term value. Recruit premium positions before they become needs. Never stop developing the next generation of Bulldogs. And remember the formula we've built throughout this masterclass. Recruit, develop, retain, repeat. Do those 4 things consistently, and Georgia won't simply compete for championships. Georgia will become the standard every other program in your online dynasty is trying to reach. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel and continue to take advantage of this in-depth analysis to dominate your dynasties. Welcome to the Georgia Football Operations Department. Now, let's build a dynasty.